Hey, what's up everyone? It's James and welcome back to the Great Gambino channel. Today, I'm taking you aboard the Princess cruise as we sail through Alaska. We'll show you everything from the calming beauty and sometimes wavy waters to the breathtaking balcony views in our private suite. We'll explore the ship's interior bars, lounges, games, and a whole lot of entertainment. You'll see us up on deck from ping pong by day to a magical fountain show at night. And of course, because you know food is a huge part, we'll give you a taste of all the dining options, from buffets to fancy sit-down dinners. So stick around, this is going to be a full cruise experience. As you first step into the heart of the ship, you'll be greeted by stunning glass chandeliers cascading down the center with elegant gold-trimmed twisty staircases. This central area is where you'll find dances, games, and gatherings. Head downstairs and you'll discover high-end shopping for designer brands and fine dining options. As you make your way toward the elevators, you'll pass cozy jazz lounges where musicians often play classical tunes. And when you need a peaceful moment, there are always quiet nooks to relax with your loved ones, just like here, where we're enjoying tea and cookies. Now let's hop in the elevator and head up to check out our balcony suite. As we step into our balcony suite, our medallion unlocks the door and welcomes us in. Inside, there is a cozy bed, a comfortable couch, and a desk if you need a place to settle in for a bit. You also get a safe for valuables and a spacious closet to hang up your clothes and stay organized. The bathroom has everything you need with a sink, shower, and storage space. There are outlets by the bed to keep your devices charged, and the TV offers plenty of entertainment options. Since we sailed in September, I even kicked off the holiday spirit a little early by watching Home Alone. One morning we tried ordering breakfast to the room. My sandwich was okay, but honestly, I preferred heading down to the buffets, which we will check out later in the video. And of course, every room tour has a learning moment. I may or may not have struggled a bit figuring out how to open the balcony door at first.
So this is... How the f*** I open it? I don't know how to open this, but... Oh, there it goes.
But once that door finally opens, that is when the magic really starts. The real star of the room is the balcony. Leaving the sliding door open at night and waking up to cool, fresh ocean air is an incredible feeling. Some mornings you step outside and the view looks like a painting with soft colors in the sky and calm water stretching out in every direction. It is peaceful, beautiful, and a reminder that you are on a true adventure. There is also plenty of time for whale watching on an Alaskan cruise, and having a balcony gives you your own private viewing spot to share with family or loved ones. Spotting a whale tail from your own room is a pretty special moment. Whether it is a colorful sunrise, floating past icebergs, or simply relaxing with the view, these balcony moments are what make the experience unforgettable. After settling into the room, we started exploring some of the amenities around the ship. The gym is a nice option if you want to stay active during your trip. There are plenty of machines, free weights, and even treadmills facing large windows so you can work out while looking out at the ocean and mountains. It definitely makes exercise a little more enjoyable. For those feeling lucky, the ship also has a grand casino with slot machines and table games. Even just walking through, it has that classic cruise ship energy. And if you are looking for something quieter, we found a cozy little nook with books and board games you can borrow. It turned into a fun spot for us to slow down and just enjoy some family time. We played a few rounds of Jenga and checkers, and it was a nice break from all the activity around the ship. But there is still more to explore. Let's head up and see what the upper deck has to offer. After exploring the inside of the ship, we headed up to the top deck, which is really where the cruise starts to feel alive. As we pulled away from Seattle, this was the perfect spot to take in the skyline and watch the journey officially begin. You've got open space, fresh air, and views in every direction. The center of the top deck is where you'll find the pools, lounge areas, and plenty of places to hang out while the ship is moving. It's an easy place to just walk around, relax, or take everything in. And if you're feeling a little competitive, there are even ping pong tables set up along the side of the deck.
We're getting better. Look at that.
You got nothing.
As the trip continues and you sail deeper into Alaska, the views from the top deck completely change. Fog rolling over the mountains, calm water, and even small pieces of ice drifting by. It really starts to feel like you're far from home in the best way possible. Seeing the ship moving through this kind of scenery really puts its size into perspective. But the top deck isn't just about daytime views. Once the sun goes down, it turns into a whole different experience. The ship puts on fountain shows right by the pool area with lights and music that make it feel like a little nighttime event on board. And while it looks great, Alaska nights definitely remind you where you are. It gets cold fast.
So cold. We got these blankets, so, right, friend? They did a Michael Jackson theme, and now we're in here with blankets and having hot tea.
And on some nights, the big screen comes on above the deck. One night they played Back to the Future, and you could sit back under the open sky or even relax in a hot tub watching a movie while sailing through Alaska. Moments like this are what really make the top deck special, and they're a big part of what makes a cruise feel like more than just a trip from place to place. Now let's look at some of the other onboard entertainment. The Princess Theater was one of the first places we checked out while exploring the ship on day one, glowing in soft fuchsia and blue light before any of the shows began. Later in the cruise, this space would come alive with performances like this carnival-inspired show. Alongside these, you'll find cooking demos and of course some musical acts. One standout was a talented performer channeling Tina Turner and Whitney Houston, two powerful tributes. Beyond the theater, the Laugh Lounge Comedy Club gave us a good laugh, and we caught a behind-the-scenes glimpse of the ship's own game show. All in all, the Majestic Princess offers a variety of entertainment each night. Now let's move on to dining. As soon as you step into the main dining areas, you can tell this isn't just your typical cruise food experience. There are even exclusive sections you can reserve, like this private table setup surrounded by a stunning chandelier. It's a more upscale, intimate way to enjoy dinner if you're looking for something a little extra special. But even the included dining options are a big part of the experience. Each night, you can sit down, order from a full menu, and enjoy a more traditional restaurant-style dinner with a variety of dishes and desserts to choose from. And I still remember one night in particular, the waves were actually pretty rough and you could really feel the ship moving while we were eating. Most of the trip was smooth, but that night definitely stood out. If you're looking for something more casual, the buffet is always an option and there's a lot to choose from. From full meals to quick bites and desserts, you can pretty much grab whatever you're in the mood for at any time of day. And yeah, it's very easy to go back for seconds or even thirds. There are also specialty restaurants throughout the ship, like this one here, that you can try for an additional cost. Instead of paying up front, you just scan your medallion and it gets added to your account. We tried a few of these, including a sit-down pizza spot, and it's a nice way to mix things up if you want something a little different from the main dining options. And then there are some experiences you might not even expect, like tea time. We didn't even realize this was a thing at first, but it ended up being one of the more relaxing parts of the trip. You sit down, they bring out tea, scones, little desserts. It's got that classic, almost British style feel to it, and it's just a nice break from everything. And sometimes, dining turns into part of the entertainment. There were moments where the staff would put on little performances like this one, where they came out dancing and celebrating while serving dessert. And we even got a behind-the-scenes look at the kitchen. Seeing how everything is prepared, it really gives you a new appreciation for how much goes into all of this. As you can tell, food is a huge part of the experience on the ship, and honestly, we barely scratched the surface. We've got a full video coming soon where we break down all the food in detail. But next, we're heading off the ship to check out the Alaskan excursions.